Hi Virgo, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot, and I'm here to do your November 2018 reading, finally. You're my last one. Sorry it's taken me so long. I really appreciate your patience. As you know, I've had a really tough last month or so, and I've just been taking breaks, when I need to, and that's about it. I'd like to say happy Thanksgiving to any of those that celebrate it. And I'd also like to thank any of our veterans out there for their service or are still in service. November 11th is Remembrance Day, and I just want to pay my respects. I'm a military brat myself. My parents were in the Air Force, so all us kids were born in a different province of Canada. So, what are the messages for Virgo? November 2018. I'm using the Gilded Tarot this month, doing a past, present, future reading again. I think I'm going to change that layout, though. I'm kind of getting bored of it. And I might start combining some cards and, it's about 3.5 months till my year anniversary on YouTube, so I'm getting more confidence and used to doing things this way, so I can start playing around a little bit more. Come on, Virgo. What are the messages for Virgo? Come on. There we go. See? That's it. That's the sign. Alright, I'm back in my kitchen again. My housekeeper was here. Otherwise, it was a write-off. Anyhow, your first card is the Hierophant. So, the Hierophant, and this is the first card in your past. So, the Hierophant is higher learning. It's also spiritual learning. Healing, getting advice, seeking answers. That's a big part of it. And that phrase strongly, I feel right now, seeking answers. Okay. It's also sometimes can be the marriage card, a relationship, a commitment. Okay, a commitment. So, the Ace of Swords. So, a message, an offer of truth. This is the thing, it's right beside the Hierophant, and, that's seeking answers, like I said, seeking the truth. You may be told the truth, but not all of the truth. There's you want to know more. You want to know it all. And the Page of Pentacles. So a messenger, right? A message coming in. Or a message going out. You may be ready to talk now. Or in your past energy, you were ready to talk. You were ready to speak your truth. After you found the answers that you needed, this is a slow message, though, right? It's a slow message. You know what I just saw? All will be revealed. All will be revealed. This peacock's tail is kind of closed right now, and so that's the thing. You're seeking answers, And before you can reveal the truth, you want to know it yourself. And you don't know it all yet. This fan isn't open wide. It's not, you're still researching. And within, too, researching within. What are your own answers? Not necessarily what everyone else is doing all the time, or what their answers are. They're yours. The Chariot is the first card in your future. The Chariot in this deck is about being blindly driven, not paying attention to where you're going, needing to take over the reins. This has come up in almost every reading, and I've said the same thing. You know, don't be upset about where you are if you're not paying attention to where you're going. You know, there's a certain amount of success with this card, but it's about being pulled in two different directions. You know, there's two things you want, and you can't go after them both simultaneously. You need to decide. And right now, the other thing about the Chariot, too, like back in the times of the Chariot, anyone of royalty or that held themselves in high regard, as she does, would not step off the Chariot and only onto pure ground. And pure ground is where you should be going, where you belong. And unpure ground is where you don't belong, you know. So that's the part about paying attention to where you're going. You need to take over. You need to take the reins and focus. Pay attention. Pay attention. So this card is a little bit about stealing and a little about having to leave things behind, and leaving things unsettled, you know. The Seven of Swords. So he's looking back at what he has to leave behind, and there was regret too. There's regret about having to leave that. As I said, you want both of these things, so there probably would be some regret if you know, whichever one you decide. There is some regret, remorse about what you have to leave behind. Okay. But you have to leave all the same. And it's under your sword of truth, you know, because you know this is what you need for you. You know, maybe that maybe that stealing is part of us that needs to be selfish. You know, we need to be selfish and take care of ourselves and know our own worth. Put ourselves first, right? So it's a bit of a hard truth. But look what's coming. The pot of gold. What you've been working for. Confirmation in a way of all your efforts that you've been putting forward. And it looks to me like a lot of efforts into yourself, your own worth. See, this is worth too, right? This is your own worth. And some of what you're leaving behind here is things that, like, you're now keeping more than you're giving. I think maybe before you were giving more than you were keeping, and so it's a tough thing to do, you know. It's a tough thing to do. But Here's the part of gold. Here's you realizing your worth, and it's confirmation for all your efforts and hard work that you put forward. And I think confirmation because when you had the Chariot and you made the decision, okay, I got to leave this behind. This is what you get because you chose the right direction for you. This is that's what you're leaving behind with the other direction, but this direction, look what you're getting. And it's not just about pentacles, it's about worth and investment in yourself and being rewarded, The first card in your future is the Eight of Pentacles. This is hard work. This is investing. Like I said, this is a lot of time and effort into the night. You're passionate about this. You really want to see this through. I think this is this work that you're putting into yourself, really. It's, because here is the Hierophant seeking answers. And the Chariot deciding, okay, where am I going to go? I know now I'm holding myself in higher regard. What direction am I going to go? And you choose and you start working very diligently on that and investing in this direction, in your worth. Long hours, long hours, this could be in some sort of business too. You could be starting some sort of new business and really working on it. It could be an entrepreneurial thing because, here you are alone up in your tower working really hard on it, working on your craft. And so investing in your future kind of thing. Sorry about the crazy hair today. Five of Cups. So this is loss. But no loss. Fives are tricky, eh? If they're gain, it's no gain. If it's loss, it's no loss. But this card is, this guy's devastated. He sees that things have fallen apart. And he is, through his peripheral vision, he can just see those 3 cups that are spilled over and all is lost, he feels. But he's neglecting to see these 2 cups behind him. He keeps not looking at those, and they're brilliant and full of potential, really. But he can only see what's going wrong in this relationship, not what's going right. It also could be a partnership because there's 2 cups there. There's 2 there. And I said, maybe this was a new business or something you're starting. Because it's beside this 8 of Pentacles. So you may feel like you're putting in way more work than somebody else and don't really recognize what they are doing or what the potential that you guys have together in business. So far. This is the only cup I've seen, and it's kind of a loss. Justice. So justice is a fair decision in your favor. You're going to get justice. There could have been some sort of disappointment in a partnership. I think there will be a resolution, though, like something fair coming out of it. And These two cards also are sort of single-minded card. You know, he's working and he's alone in his tower, single-minded, really focused on this one thing. And same with this guy. You know, he's very single-minded. He's very focused on the loss and what's going wrong and not really seeing the potential. But I think the Justice card might really turn that around, might turn how you see things around and see the worth in this. There's a lot of self-investment and there could be some financial investment, like in a business or what this thing that you're working on so hard, this investment. I think it's a lot in you, like what you've put into your own self. And I think that you're ready to move forward and you're going to see results, but there's some regret about what you had to leave behind, okay? I also want to take a card from the Psychic Tarot, and these are really nice messages. I'm just getting to know these cards, so I will tell you what I get a feeling in my hair. Crazy. What I get a feeling of, and then what the book says. The book has a really beautiful explanation. So, Virgo. What are the messages for Virgo for November 2018? Virgo, November 2018. There it is. I love when I write. Wait till you see. Recognition and reward. So this guy, it's an 8, which is, oh, sorry, no, it's a 3. Same difference almost. It's movement forward. This guy is humbly accepting this medal of recognition and reward for all his efforts. Like I said, like, look at all the efforts you're put in. And this is reward and recognition. You know, you've made sacrifices and had to leave things behind. Recognition for all your hard work that I think you've done on yourself. You know, you've made some harsh decisions, some tough decisions, but now it's time for you to get that recognition for all that. Anyway, let's see what the book says. But I like that he looks so humble and he's bowing for someone else to put that around his neck. That means other people are recognizing you and telling you and perhaps investing in you as well. So that's one of these 3 cards. One of them there are 3 cards. I'll be back here somewhere. Oh, there it is. So, a reward for a job well done is what this card represents. It's a time of recognition for a completed project, hard work, skill, expertise, and craftsmanship. These abilities are now being honored. But don't forget to also pay homage to yourself. Pat yourself on the back. You deserve it. This card also comes forth to represent a family or a group of people coming together, all of whom are aiming and striving toward a common goal. Accept the help that's being offered. More possibilities are in the works, so be sure to lay a solid foundation from your past achievements, and this will help you be ready for the next opportunity. In addition, this card is a reminder to take care of your physical body. After all, it's what carries your soul around in this material world. Lovely. So, like I said, you're making all the right choices and really have been all along, but finally, you know, you can see it, others can see it, and you're feeling it, you know, you're feeling that. Look at that. It's like honor. So nice. So if you liked this reading, Virgo, please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to donate or book a reading, the instructions are in the box below. Donations go to paypal.me/tinkertarot. And thanks for your patience and sticking with me, and have a great month. Bye now.